Thank you.
Yay.
I'm not sure if you can see my screen.
Not yet. I wonder why. Do you have just one screen?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then it should be coming up pretty
Share the
fast.
screen. Let me.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Right now I think you should see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I have a little bit too much lines on my chart, but I will try to explain why I did that. So for me, this is a price action zone. I mean, it's a possible flag. If price retrace to this Quasimodo line, it can make another flag between this line and this line. So we already are inside this scale. I mean, in this flag, if I do something, okay, we are below that, but I analyzed from the top of my chart.
Right.
So this is a Quasimodo line.
Yep.
This is a lower flag limit. And this is an upper flag limit. You see, this upper flag limit is not the left shoulder. If you check higher, this is the left shoulder. But I think this is a compression. Let me draw.
Okay,
this is the left shoulder.
It is a compression, however, the lower high on it was the top of a swing, which was actually an engulf, so that makes that a pretty decent flag limit in itself.
Yes, and should we take care with this one, with the left shoulder?
Absolutely, we should. So they are stacked. So there is a flag limit there, which is the big blue rectangle, and then you have the kink. Yeah, then you have the kink attached to the top of it, which is also bloody important. So both of them are important, but I would rather break the lower one, which looks extremely bullish, and then just get into the next one and turn it down.
Okay. So I have there another line. I don't know if this is okay. This one.
We're on daily now. Okay.
On a daily, but it gets some significance on monthly.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
If we go to, okay, where is it?
I see it anyway.
I have no. Okay, in this place, I think this is the line. So this is on a monthly. I don't have a history, but I try to look. I think this is the chart, and I have no history. I have no history. Is just an historical low.
Right.
This one is above us, so we are not interested in. So this is a flag limit. In this scale, this is a lower flag limit because it's engulfed this place. So inside we should, but I don't think I have history. We should have another upper flag limit to find the king, exactly. I don't think this break this place, but this one is a king for this place. So I think we have a scale or a PAZ between this place and this place. So look at this. Inside of this, I think we have a king. I don't know if it's inside. Maybe it wasn't. Okay, it was a fake out. So in this place we have a fake out.
Yeah.
So this is the king. This is the bigger king. So here we have a lower flag limit, an upper flag limit because it goes this place. Here we have a lower flag limit, but these kind of scenarios confuse me a little bit because You see, this is a lower flag limit for this one and for this one.
Right.
So, if we want to trade this king, we should trade, I think, from this line to this line, maybe.
Oh,
This can be a PAZ.
okay. Well, right now we sort of are trading that kink, but at the same time we're trading something else. What we're also trading is, let me draw something here. Boo, 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 boo. We had this compression down here. And yes, yes, we do have this stuff going on over here, but what we also have is this compression, and over here we broke into this compression. And if you're saying that this blue line got broken there and then traveled back up to there, then that's the kink for that. So it's given strength by this, certainly, and given strength by that left shoulder over there, but it's also given lots of extra strength by breaking into this compression over here.
But this compression, I think I seen a chart from you where you say that a break, a space between an FTR and a PAZ is a lovely fake out zone. So this is a flag limit, and this from there compression should begin.
You know, so I suppose you're right. We're going to have to treat this as a stacked zone, and they work so much like compressions. You're right. We didn't go down to we didn't come down to the MPL here with that one there. So yes, I suppose it literally isn't one. And we do have these guys over here. But I do love these zones, absolutely love these. And it was pretty obvious once we broke into this that we were going to come down to fill the zone over there. So yes, stacked zones with loads of breaks of flag limits, but I still love this. I really still love this. For me, it is PA getting down into there and coming down through here. I mean, it reacted perfectly to it. So I do like that, and it does for me give extra strength. But,
so this line still remain valid. These lines, am I right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this was a, I don't know if this was a flag limit, but anyway, this looks important. So this was an upper flag limit. If you look lower, this again was a flag limit because it breaks something to the left. If we check on the daily, because only in the daily time frame I have history. I don't know why. Okay, this one looks important.
Yes, it's the first major engulf that we've got there, yeah.
Okay, so this is a kink. There's an upper flag limit, lower flag limit. This, I marked all this flag because this is a flag limit, but this is a Quasimodo from it. So I don't know, but you see, price.
It worked.
Was holding. It worked. Okay. So this is an upper flag limit, and this is a lower flag limit, which worked perfectly. And you see the cluster of the zones here. So it looks very important. So right now, price breakthrough those zones. This is still valid. If we want to trade right now, I think you see this line. This line, this was an hold price up here. This is an upper flag limit or upper king. I don't think it's. But it is flag limit because it break this place, which break this zone.
And that is the first engulf. So yeah, okay, yeah, indeed.
Okay, so if we look in lower time frame at the present time, this should be our bigger king. But you see, we have another king.
Yeah, and it can be either.
Okay, where is it? This one is the king.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look exactly at this line, we have another king here in lower time frame. I don't know, maybe in M5. Yeah, M5. I think it's in this
Handle, yeah.
bar anyway. So price just reacted at this place,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know where you had your trade, but I think in this place yesterday.
The stop hunt in there, yeah, 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 indeed.
Okay, this is important. I find this is important because you see is a lower flag, upper flag limit here. This is a lower flag limit. So if we look in lower, this is again an upper flag limit, lower flag limit. Sorry. Okay, I think this is one. This is engulf this one, this engulf this one, this engulf this one. So this one is very important. This was our important place, but only to complete this flag again. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
I think from there up to there, and no more than that, because price can react at this very important place and go to complete this flag again, maybe.
It can. It hasn't picked up those orders.
And maybe, I don't know if this is important, but anyway, this is the same.
It's inside, so
king.
Not so much. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now, before we go any further, I just want to draw your attention to something. Right. Boo, boo, boo. Let's expand this, maybe. Boo, boo, boo. Now, I see that...
You just have to...
that's too much. True, I just have to slide it. Yeah, it's true. Okay, now just watch price going up here. Now,
Yes.
When price is going up, price action that we get, and that we can see in the past, all the price action that we will have gotten is to the upside. I mean, this shoulder here will have broken something to become a flag limit, just as this will have broken something to become a flag limit. So the real price action on the way up was most likely with the high here, and with the high there, and with the high here. Now you are marking the lows on these things, and those lows can be very good for trades. Absolutely, they could be good for bounces. But if the real price action was actually by these, then these are the areas that I'd be marking and I would be watching as stronger areas than the retraces after the price action was made. You get me?
So for flag limit, you draw only these places? Or
not only that, but absolutely also that, because those things can turn price to the pip so easily. So when you're drawing that, you've got to do the not just the bottoms, but you got to do the tops as well, because price action was made there.
Like in this way. I mean this.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
To this.
Indeed.
Okay. So after price, okay, let's say I would draw a line here. Okay, it's not exactly, but okay. This place. If price will break, I don't know if this is the king, but price have to break the king of this place to be important, because if not, this is just a reaction.
Yeah.
So this high is not important because it's important in itself, but it's important because of this one.
It's important because of that, and as you can see, it did break other flag limits as well, which gives it even more importance. So yes, do draw the tops of these things, and if you can see, sometimes they're absolutely brilliant at turning price. So I'd put another one over here, and it'd be nice to see what's on the left of this, just to see exactly what's going on and which is the important one. We don't know.
It is nothing because
there's loads of space. Yeah.
Okay, load of space. So regarding this situation, how we can define PAZs. I mean, PAZ can be space between this and this, between this and this,
Hmm.
between this and this, or even between this and this space. So if price, let's say price make here a pole,
Yeah.
we can expect for price to complete this flag again. So this is a PAZ.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yep, indeed.
Okay, like in this situation, you see this is a flag limit.
Hmm.
Price reacted at this place, but we can expect only to complete this flag, maybe right here. So no more than that. This is a PAZ, but we cannot expect for price to complete all this
No.
flag as a reaction to this, because it can retrace much higher to the origin of the move.
Yes, it can. It all depends on when. I mean, when you were watching price come up here and breaking this, you'd start thinking, okay, well, let's look for the next place for price to jump down. So maybe you look at this area over here, find a reason to get in at that, and all you got to was the kink of the last highs that were there.
Mhm.
And that's all you can expect on these things. From an SR to previous highs or lows, whatever it is. That is all you can expect. And then you can hope for a bit of symmetry in there as well. But that's all. Now, when you were coming up here, you will have said, all right, well, look, the last set of orders is in here, so there's no short whatsoever on any time frame until we get there. Well, that's obviously not true, because we got a fabulous retrace on that there. So it doesn't, of course, have to go to the MPL straight away. It can bounce between any of the minor areas in the way first. And those minor areas can turn out to be absolutely major, especially, let's say in this case, if there were a big high over there to the left, tying in with this one, then of course you don't have to go all the way up. You can get extra strength in the middle. So it's all about finding those places. I mean, there is a lot of strength in that over there, and you might say, okay, I'm going to wait for price to get past these two highs, and I do like these two highs. I like that little high there lined up with that one and price coming up. So there is a trade to be had there. But from here, we might retrace lower than here before we actually go and take out the last orders. So there's an awful lot can be done. So we do have to watch these areas. And I mean, when price gets up to this level here, isn't it good to have it marked so that we could take a H4 trade there? And it might even work to the very pip. And if there's only a little kink in there of maybe about 10 pips or something, and you can take a trade from there all the way back down to these highs, you've got something like bum, 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 bum. You've got 1,000 pips there for a 10 pip range that you're trading from. So, you know, that's why we keep them in there, so that we could take maybe monthly trades, or we could take lower time frame trades with massive, massive R.
The problem is that you feel like you have no enough history. So I feel like I want 10-year data or even more to mark all these levels, because this could be an 100 years history. So
Yeah, indeed. And that is why when you are marking up your charts, let's say you're marking your H4 charts, you will leave all of your levels there so that in 20 years' time you can't see them on your charts, but you can see them on your charts because they still exist.
okay.
So history is very often something you have to make yourself. I mean, your M1 history doesn't go on forever, but if you have M1 PA that you can see right now, and it's happening right now, and it's at, let's say, a H4 level, that M1 PA at that H4 level will be really, really important later on. Maybe a day from now, maybe 3 years from now, who knows? But it's really important to have it there, because it shows you exactly where your levels are that you might not be able to go back in history to see. So yes, we don't have every piece of history that there is on the chart, which is why we try and find just the major places that we do have and work with those. Because yes, we love to win every trade, but we don't have to. I mean, with the way we trade, we could probably make a profit being right 25% of the time, you know, because there's massive R to be had on these trades. So I'm sure that just a 1 in 4 hit rate is actually still profitable on this. So as much as we'd love to win every trade, we've got to just understand that we don't have to, and that it's okay to lose some trades. And we will only lose trades because we either don't have enough information or we didn't find the information that was there. And that's okay. That's perfectly all right. But I do love to take the trades where there is all the information. I mean, yes, I used to take 30 trades a day and I'd win 30 trades a day. And that was great. That was absolutely fantastic when I had to double my account and more every month. That was absolutely fine. But, you know, you don't have to do that. If you can take one good trade a month, then you're going to get investors, and once you've got investors, then you know money starts just being delivered in trucks. So it's no big deal. So work with the best places that you have, and don't take every trade. You don't have to take every trade. Just take the ones that are absolutely bloody screaming at you.
I have another question regarding this flag. Let's say you see price made a pole here. So this flag, you expect this flag to be completed again. I mean from there down to there. Price didn't make a lower low. So I think if price retrace, let's say there is another MPL, important MPL, price made a PA, hit the MPL and after that engulf this place. We shouldn't care about this level because this level was already taken in the scale. Am I right? I think we can wait for this flag to be completed again. Price didn't make a lower low, so it is in the same scale. So those levels are taken now by this one.
Those levels are taken now. Yes, but they can still bounce price around very easily. I mean, really easily they can still bounce price around. So yes, I mean, look at this thing here. This made a very strong engulf of this first engulf over here. Maybe this is the first engulf. Presumably it is the first engulf. And once it broke in there, you're thinking, all right, well, price is going to get straight down here. So what do? You get in maybe here and sell short to there, or maybe you're clever and you wait until price gets up to here and then you short it, and you're expecting price to go all the way down, but it bloody doesn't. It just comes up and actually breaks the high into the zone there and comes away again. So there's a lot of bouncing around that can be done in the middle. I mean, absolutely tons of it. So if something was significant in the past, you can expect it to be, well, you can't be surprised if it's significant again in the future.
The problem is if you have to wait for PA, let's say in M1, there is a lot of levels. I don't know which PA can be valid and which PA cannot, because you see, if you check all these levels, you almost all the time you don't have PA. I mean, look at that level. If you wait for engulf, okay, let's look in lower time frame. This is the mount flag limit of this one. So, but you can always, let's say, price engulf into this compression. I don't think if this is important or not, but we can look in lower time frame and wait for another piece of PA at this place. Let's say
there is PA there.
Flag again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't check the left, because maybe, let's say, maybe this could be a nice flag limit. So this is the lower flag limit, this is the target. But anyway, if we hit the target, we can wait until this place made another PA and complete this flag. we already know that we are high in the in price.
Yep.
So from there to there, we can expect to refill this flag again, and
Yep.
after that, it's just a gamble. We take enough of our position and let the price to complete this flag again.
Well, you know, we actually got a nicer one than that. You can see this guy here. The strong push up anyway is brilliant. Okay, we've got this a push and a retrace looking. It's looking bearish here, of course, because we've got our low and our lower low. So this here is telling sellers to get in. So then when price gets back up to here, sellers are going to sell. Even pre-compression sellers, if they know about compression, they're going to sell there. And then you're going to put them under pressure here. And you're going to get buyers in here, of course, and you'll even get some of the stop losses from the Muppets who have sold under here. So there's more buys in there, really high. And then you're doing the same again. You've got this downtrend once again with your lower lows and your lower highs. So you're trending all the way down. So you're telling the retailers the price is going down. And then you're giving them a chance to get in here again. And showing them, okay, price is going down. Now we're trending down again. And then you're letting them reload themselves in here and then put them under pressure again, start taking the stops. And the ones with the harder neck are still going to be in there. They haven't taken the stops yet of the people, you know, with the wide stop losses. And then you've got the same again. You're promising them the price is going to go down here, down to the MPL of this, making lower highs and lower lows as we go. Then putting them all under pressure. And you've still got people under pressure from getting in over here at this level. There's even a left shoulder to be getting in at. There's another left shoulder with pre-compression there. As I see, there's loads of reasons to be selling here. But now you've got them under serious pressure because you've taken out one high, you've taken out two highs, you've taken out three highs, and now you're just shooting up. And that's going to go forever and ever and ever. So PA on approach is absolutely vital. But then we see this thing here. We've gotten this little kink formed here, and we've had our push up, and now we've come and we've engulfed that. Why not just get in at the left shoulder of that over here, at this little kink, get in there. You do have space from this low here down to this kink over here. You actually do literally have that space. And you,
if it's nothing to the left.
If there's nothing to the left, yes. Okay. But here are your major levels to the left. Here is your kink. It has engulfed that down. So now we are looking good on that. And we can get in at this left shoulder level here. See what happens when we get down to our first target. And if we've broken the kink of that, great. Either way, we're still going to have part of our trade going. And then what does it do? It comes down here through this compression, breaks the compression over to the other side. It's made its first piece of PA. Yes, it goes to the MPL of the next one over here. Let's get to the next MPL, but it has made its first piece of PA already. Now we can be looking back over here at this left shoulder level and the kink that's tied in with that. Now, if the kink that's tied in with that gets broken, then our entry becomes exposed, all right. And what we could do in that case is either we can leave our stop loss where it is, or we can say, right, once price has broken this over here, it's going to go to my entry. Absolutely, it's going to go to my entry because my entry is at the left shoulder level and blah, 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 and that range is going to fill. So I'm either going to get out on the break of this or I'm going to let it retrace a little bit back down to, let's say, the left shoulder of where it came from on this side, and then I'm going to get out of the trade and then see what happens later on. But in this case, it never did make that PA. It never did attempt to fill the space between this high here and our entry, so we're safe all the way. But we do have our entry in there, and we can find these things. Now, PA, as I say, I think I even wrote this somewhere last night. Oh, it was on Quora, actually. Yeah, it was on Quora that I wrote this, I think. That we can see the emotions, we can see the opportunities, first of all. There's hope being given on the way in. And then there's a chance to get in on the buys or on the, on trading in the right direction. And then you're put under pressure and put under further pressure and put under further pressure until you get this final push where they try and kill you. They try and just panic you out of your trade, so that anybody who had the nerve to stay in the trades in the right directions throughout this is just pushed out of it by this final big push, because it's going to go forever once it actually does make that push. So that's what we got to look for. We got to look for the manipulation of the hopes and fears on the way in as well as on the way out. So price action isn't always on the right hand side of the high. Price action is so often on the left hand side of the high.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So okay, let's get back
So
to your charts.
I don't know if is another levels to be marked, but if we go in lower time frame in weekly, let's say we are in weekly, we can now work with these scales. I think lower low, lower low. I think this is not so important, this one, because it didn't break, but we still have to mark this level.
Yeah.
Because you see, okay, I have to check if it's okay. After that price break, this is another level. Okay, it's not just exact. Okay, where is it? Okay, so this is important. This should be visible only in weekly and
yeah.
Okay. So this is visible. This again, but let me mark this. Okay. So this is important in weekly scale. This I don't know. Okay. This is a lower flag limit. This is an upper flag limit, but this is the same with this place.
Yeah.
With this line, so is this king. I will not mark it. If we look lower, I think this is important because this is a king for this place, which was a monthly level. So this is important, and this is important too.
Yeah, and you can easily see it. I mean, you can really easily see it when you're looking for your symmetry. Oh, you go on, draw, you think? Yeah.
Okay, this one is important. But I don't know. I think this is important because this was the king, and this is just about for this one.
Alrighty.
I don't know if this is important or no, but I think it's just the middle one. So I have all these levels marked. I think in lower time frame we could wait for PA here to complete this flag again. We could wait for PA here to complete this flag again, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe just from here to here. So let's say, okay, where is it? Let's say price retrace to this place. It can engulf this upper flag limit and go first target. This place would be our first target, but okay, we can look in lower time frame to see, okay, this is important. I don't know why I marked this place, but I think it's something to the left. Okay, this one.
All right.
I don't know why is this one important, but
well, it's been shown to be important anyway.
So I think we can wait for PA here. Let's say with an engulf of this one.
Yeah, and why didn't that one come down and pick up those orders the first time?
Exactly. I think it will.
What they will do so often in a situation like this, it's the It is the BSC. You know the BSC that we speak of.
Yeah.
What is undoubtedly going to happen here if they actually want to pick up that last set of orders, which is inside here, you see we've got our monthly level there, and we have our low and low there, and the unfilled set of orders there, where price came away and it never bothered to actually come and fill up this area again. What they're going to do so often is bring price down here and then start trending it upwards. Simply start trending it upwards with the higher highs and higher lows as they go. Ideally, I wouldn't want them to get up to here. I'd like them to stay shy of that and then come and put them under pressure, under more pressure, then put them in giant panic and then take their stops below down to this level in here. So that's beautiful for that. Absolutely beautiful for that. And it happens all the time.
So this is the very MPL. I think I don't see any order left, because if we look, this looks like a compression. Okay, this looks like a compression. I think there should be, okay, I don't know if this is important, but let me mark it. Okay, this one. This can be a very nice king.
Yeah.
If you look in lower, this pre-compression also is important. This one. This should be visible only in M1.
Well, I don't know if it's a weekly level. It can still be a weekly kink in that M1, but I didn't see it in. I didn't see it in the weekly. It didn't have anything to the left, so far as I saw. So yeah, that does make.
But because it's an MPL for a weekly kink, I think it should
leave it there on the weekly. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I will set after that this as a weekly level. So this is my markings on GBP. I have another chart if nobody want to present, if any.
I have no objection.
Okay, so this is another chart. This is important. This is again important. I didn't mark this one, but I should. Okay, this is a nice level. But anyway, prices, it's lower than that. So this is important. This is important as a flag. I think this fake out also should be important, and this one. Or should I take care of these places?
It makes it very messy. Now you can get a low scale bounce from those areas, certainly, absolutely you can. But on the monthly scale, I don't really rate those things so much.
Okay, so this is a lower flag limit after price break these places. This is a upper flag limit. So I think I should put a line in this place, but anyway, is the same kink.
All right, yeah.
For those, okay. This is a nice flag limit. It was tested.
Now let me just show you. Let me just bring you back to the original one over here. You see this one over here? Now, yes, you do have a kink marked on that, but there actually is a higher one in there as well. So if we can get into here and check that out again.
Let me.
Okay.
This. Okay. Okay. I think this place. Right in this place. Okay. Don't know if I have H4 history in this. Okay. I don't have so much history. but looks fresh. I mean, this is just a BS zone for this place.
Yes, it sure is. Now, that kink there for me. Oh, boo, boo, boo. That kink for me would be all of. Oh shoot! What have I done? Wrong one. Boo, boo. That kink for me would be all of this, and that then becomes important to me here because we do have a sort of a compression in here. We have an MPL inside there at the low of it, and that could be a great little bouncing place too. But of course, the better place is up here, certainly. But there are orders there too, tying in with the first engulf that we've got here, and the kink tied in with that. So it's the low side of it, and we do have an MPL, and it is good. So that could be a fabulous place to turn as well. And that is on the monthly level, I believe. Yeah.
So that means that we have to mark also this is an upper flag limit is amount for this one. We have to mark this line and this line. Am I right?
The top and bottom of it, yes.
And the bottom, because it engulfs this. Okay, the bottom. Maybe this would be more important because this is maybe this is an lower flag limit. This is more important, so this can be also nice. Exactly this place.
Maybe, but we have to be sure that what you've just said is an actual flag limit. And we're not sure about that just yet. Okay, onwards and upwards.
Okay, right now we have all these levels marked. I think I didn't mark this one. I don't know why, because it is a lower flag limit. And it hold price up from here up to this place. It made a flag here. So right now we can wait for PA on this place.
Sure.
To complete this flag again until there maybe. Let me see in lower time frame. Okay, this is important. This is the MPL. I don't know why, but because this was a fake out, I think. This is our level on monthly scale. We can wait from here to complete until this place. Maybe this one and maybe even this one. So price can hit this place. This is right now. This is the first obstacle. If price engulf this one, this would be our next target, and after that, this would be our final target with this kink. I think this kink is important. Okay, we can short. I think with PA we can short right now, but I don't know what is. Looks like it's consumed already, but we still
have that little pocket of orders. Okay.
Okay, but it didn't hit it. Okay, we have PA here. This, I don't know if this is important or not, or maybe this one.
Alrighty, well, we have a big blue line here, blue dotted line. I don't know what it's from exactly. And we do have a kink on it here. This is one big kink somewhere here. But then
this
again,
is one big kink.
Yeah.
Is this one until there? Because this was
oh,
the
yes,
cross,
yes, indeed.
Or...
Indeed.
Okay.
And then we have a smaller one here also. So yes, that has got something to it, and yeah, you're right.
Okay, so to be sure, I think I can wait here. Okay,
but we haven't touched anything to the upside yet, though, have we?
Uh,
Or have we?
this one is important,
Yeah, but
isn't it? Because okay, is left shoulder. I don't think
all right.
this
And
maybe.
what's our very high a reaction to? Because I don't remember.
Very high. Let me see. Is isn't a reaction to something important. So we have PA
We
to
have
the
PA up.
up
Oh, okay. Well,
side,
in that
but
case, that's different.
we still in lower time frame. We still look for PA here to complete this flag.
Okay.
So in I think in tick chart, because PA allow me to do is in tick chart, we can wait here for PA with our first target. This one is important.
Mm-hmm.
This one is important too.
Well, how about we just wait and see if we can break into this stack which is below us? If we can break into the stack below and not hit the other end of it over here, then we do have PA, and then we can get back in up here on this side and take ourselves down through it.
But this one didn't hit the MPL of this. So I think our stop loss, because king is inside here, it wasn't hit.
I don't
From
know.
what I see, let me see. Where is it? In this place. Oh, okay. This was the king, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't hit already.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Let's go back to that view that you just had.
Okay. Here.
Alrighty. So left shoulders, blah, blah, blah. Oh, come here. Boo. So our kink is in this candle here. Or is it that one there? Let's see, it could be this one
This
here.
is an upper flag limit, so it can be, but the king above it can be a nice
Sure.
king. Okay, but even.
Yeah, we still haven't hit it. Okay, there's that little bit of space to go. Yep, good.
Mm-hmm.
Good, so it hasn't
Okay.
hit it yet. There is that little bit to go. So yeah, I'd love to break into that stack that's below and then come and take out above the high there. Because it is giving the promise of shorts now. It's trending downwards, which is great. So let them put everybody under pressure. Now, yes, they did do that already. They started trending downwards, and then there was a push. But I don't know. It could take that one more, especially since we haven't hit our zone up here. That tells us just to wait and be cool a little while until we get actually up to there. Now, if it comes and fills this zone before it actually does that, it's lost a little something for me. But it's still possible to fill this range again. So yeah, I'm not touching it until it hits up there anyway.
So this is my analyze. Maybe
okay.
Anyone.
Take us back out to the. Let's just go back out to the monthly again.
Okay.
I'll take another quick look at it and see if there's anything missing or anything too much on it.
Too much levels.
Because too much can be trouble as well. Alrighty, so what do I see? I see this, and I want that. I don't know if that's a very high over here. That's all we've got, isn't it? Yeah, I can't get any more. But that little point there could be very important. These guys over here, you haven't got those marked because they were reactions to this.
No.
Right. Now this came up, engulfed that, came down here, came back up again. I still like these things, and there's a reason to like these things too. I mean, boom, boom, boom. Let's have a little look at the low of this.
But it is the same king, so I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It is the same kink. So once we've got the orders in there, I see a pre-compression ordered there. I also see a pre-compression. Let me see. No, you're right. It is there. So that's a good one. Then we'd look to the MPL of this guy. I'm sure that there are orders below that dotted line there. So that's going to be important. Let me see. This is a reaction to that, so that is more important, and you can see that it has been done. Oh, okay. Here we've got highs stacked up together. You got that, and you've got that. So that's beautiful. That is going to break. So where do you collect the stop losses to? Maybe you collect the stop losses to here. That could be absolutely perfect. Or maybe to here, which is even bigger on the on this scale. So yeah, that's a nice stop hunt in there. So just to collect the stops on this, I wouldn't be looking to carry them all the way up there for the stops. I would look in here, find my low time frame kink inside, just in there, and that is where I'd take the stops from these guys.
Anyway, this is very higher scale, so I think in lower time frame we still.
Yeah, but overall you're looking good though.
If we want to look on a daily scale, on weekly scale, maybe we could mark this place and this place and this place. I don't know. This one, of course, is important. This one. So that would be too much lines on my chart. So
yeah, indeed. But for this,
anyway,
that's good. I like that.
Anyway, from what I see, if we wait from a monthly level and we find our M1 king, we would easily wait for maybe 100 to 1 R trades. So.
Yeah, you'll get them. You just will get them. This is the way to do it as well. It's find that monthly level with a really tiny M1 kink on it, or little kink. Take that and go for hundreds of pips with with no stop loss at all, because there's no need, because it is going to bounce there. When we find the orders, we're going to bounce. Absolutely. So yeah, that's good. I like that. All right, more tomorrow. Let me see. David, you going to be around tomorrow? Am I going to be around tomorrow? Crikey. Tomorrow's the 21st. Yes. Oh, thank goodness tomorrow's the shortest day.
So I can share this template with anyone, but I don't know how you work with templates. If you want to save templates, I don't know, because I didn't.
All right. Now, with the trading group, with the trading room that we've got set up, what we use is a Google Drive, and everybody just saves their templates to the Google Drive, and then everybody has them, so that when we're actually loading and saving templates, we'll go no terminal, blah, blah, blah. It's all set up so that when we hit the template box, it will be save template, and what will come up will be Google Drive, and that's where we save it to. And then when we have a bear chart, we want to go load template, and it'll come up load from Google Drive, and then that's the most recent and most relevant templates that we have there. Gil also some time ago created a wonderful template sharing script. I must take another look at that as well again, and see if that's what we should be using. But there are very, very, very simple ways of sharing scripts, or sharing templates, either through this script or through the Google Drive. So it's all good for now. Anyway, we're just working on marking the levels, and then we'll get to the sharing part. Now, I don't know how to set up a Google Drive, haven't a clue. I let more clever people than me work that out. But yes, Tommy will help me out with that anyway, and I'll take another look at these scripts that Gil has. Within the next couple of days, we'll have it worked out.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty, that's good. And David, you're good to go for tomorrow? David is offline. I don't understand what that means. Oh, he's sort of here. Oh, he's lost his connection, maybe.
Maybe.
Alrighty. Well, I'll just put a note in, in WhatsApp, just to remind him that he's tomorrow. I think he heard it anyway, but that's that. All right, peeps, thank you very much. More again tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Later. Bye, peeps.
Thank you. Bye.
Yay.